add myself to the stream on Facebook. Okay, so Facebook, we're also live. Hi, people. Good morning to you all. Today, we're going to be talking about something really short and sweet. So please stick with us. I'm recording live from the beautiful city of Manassas. Oh, sorry about that. Somebody called me and my screen went blank. Okay, how are you doing? Let me know where you guys are watching from. I'm very happy to be back on here live. So today I'm just going to talk about if you filed any type of U.S. immigration application and it was denied in the past, what you need to do moving forward, okay? And so what we're going to be talking about is previously filed immigration or visa applications. If you look in the adjudicators field manual, which is the manual that the adjudicators of your U.S. immigration applications use to kind of review your case and see whether to grant you a benefit or not. Normally, they have been instructed to review your previous application. So if you have filed any type of application in the past and it was denied for whatever reason, when you're filing a new one, do not just ignore the old one. Make sure that you've actually tried to resolve the issues that were raised in the first one. Hi, Facebookers. Okay, so the Facebookers are here too. So don't ignore why your previous application was refused. Try your possible best to rectify whatever issues were raised. And so, for example, if you filed a previous application, an immigration application, let's say for a green card, and U.S.A, United States Citizenship and Immigration Services, raised the issue that your previous marriage was not properly dissolved, and so you were not legally free to get into a subsequent marriage, and that makes your current marriage null and void, and so you cannot be granted the benefits. Please make sure that you obtain a full and final dissolution of your prior marriage. Okay, so for people in Ghana, you know what that means. If it's a customary marriage that you were trying to dissolve, you need to have proper documentation according to U.S. immigration standards. So let me read this, and then if there are any questions, we'll take it. If not, then we will, call it a day because I have a meeting very soon. Okay, so previously filed visa applications. The answer to this question may provide you with valuable information pertinent to your case. A previously filed petition may contain the necessary evidence or information that was missing, or may indicate a lack of eligibility for the benefit sought. If the petitioner or other record reflects that a previous petition has been filed by the petitioner, and it is believed that the prior petition may contain evidence or information pertinent to the adjudication of the present information, then the prior petition should be obtained where possible. Okay, so guys, ladies, gentlemen, previously filed applications are fundamental to your current filings. So it doesn't matter how long ago. So sometimes I hear during consultations, I hear clients tell me, oh, this thing that happened to me was in 2006. So I heard from people that after maybe 5 years, your record at immigration wipes off and it starts all over again. There's not been a greater misconception. That's not true. No matter how long it's been since something occurred, even if the immigration issue or your visa application was filed 30 years ago, they do have the records. Okay, so make sure that you understand why the previous application was denied, or why you were found inadmissible, or whatever problem that you needed to surmount, and then take steps to rectify those issues in order to be able to move forward with the current application you're filing. So if you need help with, if you had a marriage application, a visa application that was denied, or any type of U.S. immigration application that you had problems with, reach out to us and then we'll try to help you. Are there any questions? Well, thank you guys so much for joining on Facebook and on Instagram. Oh my gosh, my Facebook Live these days is just really dark. I need to get better lighting for that. Instagram is so bright, but Facebook is quite dark. Anyway, okay, so Xander says he has a question, or she has a question. Let it drop now because I'll be hopping off in like a few seconds, and I will join you guys later. I'll come on live some other time. This was just a quick live to let you know. And oh, the other thing that I must mention is that some people will come and they don't even remember, what the issues were when they filed their previous application or what they need to resolve. So in those cases, we do something known as a FOIA, Freedom of Information Act, and we're able to pull out your records from all the federal agencies in order to be able to review them and then let you know what the next step is. As Seda says, what if you've not had a response in 2 years after filing? Then you need to follow up. Go onto the U.S.A.'s website, talk to Emma. She's a virtual assistant. Put in your receipt notes as well. In fact, even before you do that, you actually need to look at the filing times to make sure that your case is is outside normal processing time. So you'll have, depending on the U.S.A.'s field office that your application was sent from, the type of filing, you should be able to see what the normal processing times are. If your case is outside the normal processing times, go ahead and send them, a query through Emma, the virtual assistant, on the USCIS website. Google uscis.gov. I believe that should come up, and then talk to Emma and see how they can also help you. Of course, reach out to us if you need more help, in-depth look into what's going on, and we can push things depending on what the situation is. We're able to push things for you as well. Of course, there's a backlog, a huge backlog. So just bear in mind that COVID isn't making things easier. But yes, if you're outside processing times, depending on the situation, you can probably expedite or you can push things along depending on the circumstances. Okay. So somebody says, please, I'm a Nigerian and I need UK visa. Please, I live in Ghana. So I deal with U.S. immigration law. U.S. is my terrain. I'm licensed in U.S. and in Ghana. I'm not licensed as an attorney in the U.K., so I will not be able to help you. Unfortunately, if you want a U.S. visa, certainly if you need assistance, reach out to us. How long does it take naturalization from start to finish if you're in Norfolk? Naturalization, well, it could take 15 months, 18 months, roughly, depending on the backlog, depending on how many people from Norfolk are sending in the applications, how many applications the officer has on their desk, the officer where your application lands. I don't know if he would have 50,000 or 500 applications on his desk. All those things will play out and will give you an idea as to how long it will take. But again, go onto the USCIS website and find out case processing times. You do the N400 and choose Norfolk or whichever field office and see what the rough processing times would be. That would be a great estimate, and then you can know. All right, people. Okay, there's an F1 visa holder goes into US and later decides not to school. What happens next? After you're giving the F1 visa but failed to school, that means you have violated the terms of your immigration status. And so most likely the school is going to send information to ICE and your F1 will become immediately revocable. In fact, immediately revoked. So I actually had a non-client that called me, booked a consultation with me a few months ago. This was, it was one of the times when the DV lottery results had come out, and the client, well, the non-client, because they hadn't retained, it was just a consultation. They came in on an F1 visa, and the visa was set to expire in 2024 or something of the sort. And so when she called, she had won she had won the visa lottery, and so she wanted us to file an adjustment of status for her. Unfortunately, I told her, you've just wasted, it's a wasted chance. It's a wasted chance because when she came on the F1, she didn't, you're supposed to report to your school within 30 days of coming to the US. She never stepped into the school. So I was like, look, you may have the visa looking pretty in your passports, but that visa is useless. It's been revoked. ICE has that information. And so unfortunately, because you did not abide by the terms of your status or your immigration, the immigration status that you have, you violated it. That visa is just there. It's non-functional, right? It's non-functional. It's just like having a blender. The blades are chopped off. It's there looking like, oh, it's a blender, but nothing. It cannot grind anything. So I've also had people that have come into the US. Well, they've overstayed their visa and then they've left. Let's say they have a 5-year visa, they came in 2022, their visa expires in 2027. At each time, you have just 6 months to come into to stay in the US. The I-94 is what regulates your period of stay. So if you come and you stay for 8 months, you've overstayed your visa. Once you get back to Ghana, the rest of the visa is useless, it's revoked. Okay, so you might have up to 2027, but you will only feel the pain or the pinch of the revocation once you get to an aircraft like Delta, you are trying to board, and then they'll tell you you've been blacklisted. The US Embassy says we should not allow you to enter the craft. Or sometimes they'll let you come all the way to the port of entry only to know that your visa has been revoked and you have to go back to your home country, right? So if you don't go to school on an F1 visa, that is very problematic. So you need to kind of you need to make sure that you've sorted it out with your school or whatever. So can you convert J1 visa into F1 J1 cultural? Let me know. Are you on a J1 visa? It depends on the terms of that status that you have, but certainly you can file a change of status from one non-immigrant status to another non-immigrant status. So you can get in touch with us and let's see how we can help you. My case has been approved for 4 years now, but I haven't been invited for an interview. Is there anything I can do about it? They keep saying the delay is due to COVID. Are you documentarily qualified? When did you become documentarily qualified? So is it from the U.S. Embassy in Ghana? So I understand that currently U.S. Embassy Ghana is currently working on people who are documentarily qualified from late of June, early July. So I don't know, 4 years, that's 2018. Late June, early July of 2020. That's where they are at with the immigrant visas. I'm sorry, with the immigrant visas. If you say it's been approved for 4 years and I-130, number one, what category were you was your case filed under? So as a beneficiary, it could be under F1, F2, F2A, F2B, F3, or F4. Or were you under the immediate relative category? Let us know, and that's how I can help you. Who was a petitioner? I see a green card holder. I see a U.S. citizen. All these things are fundamental in order to assess, what the delay is and how we can help you. So let me also add that sometimes we've been working with people who crazy situation, right? So right before the COVID, some people were scheduled for interviews to go to the U.S. Embassy in Ghana, and then before the COVID, they canceled the interview. Well, I think this was like March 2020. All the people that were scheduled, most of the people that were scheduled March 2020, most of them were canceled because that was when the shutdown happened. And since that time, imagine they still haven't been scheduled for an interview. But if you fall within that category, call us and let's see how we can help you and push your case, okay? All right, so there's lots of questions. Unfortunately, I have to go now. Yes, I'll see you guys in the next video, and then please drop all your questions and in the next video, try to come on live, and then I'll try to answer your questions as best as I can. All right, thank you so much, people, for joining. I'm so grateful for all of you. Please take care, be safe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye. Hello, Facebookers. All right, I'll see you guys soon. Take care. Oh, Angela, how are you? Okie dokes. We'll see you some other time. Bye-bye.